What's up guys, I'm Kadena with Crypto Now or Never and welcome back to another update on Oscar. If you enjoy this style of content, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, none of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and hop straight into Oscar. So as you guys can see, Oscar is currently trading at a $2.33 million market cap. And if you look at the daily time frame, Oscar has actually had 8 red candles in a row. And I know right now this has some people worried, but I want to point out that there have been times throughout Oscar's history that it's had around 8 or 9 red candles in a row. And every single time after that, it's had some sort of a bounce. Now, am I saying that we can't have a few more red candles? No, I am not. But realistically speaking, from a technical analysis standpoint, if you guys have been looking for an entry on Oscar, this could potentially be a nice entry. You can see that price action is coming back down and it's retesting previous support as well. Now, a big reason that I think Oscar is selling off is because a lot of people thought that it was going to skyrocket after the Paradox Shytoshi podcast. As you guys probably know at this point, the podcast has already happened. And if you come over here and you look at the Shiba Inu X account, they even reposted it. You scroll down right here, you can see the repost on May 14th. And this repost even has Oscar tagged, and this post has 42,000 views. So you have to understand, there is a lot of eyes on Oscar right now. And if you guys are a fan of Oscar and you haven't listened to the podcast, I definitely recommend doing that. It's not like there was anything bad said in there. They said a lot of positive things about Oscar, and they talked about Oscar a lot. It's not like it was briefly mentioned for 30 seconds. So there is definitely more attention on Oscar right now than there was before the podcast. And that's another reason why when I'm looking at the Oscar chart and I see 8 red candles in a row, it just amazes me. I genuinely believe that this could be a great discount. Now, I want to be clear though, in order for this to be a great discount, we need to see Ethereum probably have some sort of a breakout. If you look at Ethereum on the daily time frame, it does have 4 red candles in a row. And right now, I still believe that it's forming this little bull flag or falling wedge that we've been talking about. And basically what I'm looking for on Ethereum is to see if price action comes down here and potentially gets a bounce off of the 21-day, and then we finally get the move above the 200-day. Either way, this yellow line is extremely important right here. Many traders are watching this level. If we can see Ethereum have a move above it, and then we come down, have a bullish retest off of that level again, and then we break out, then that will be very bullish for the entire market. And there are a lot of sideline traders who will enter the market again. So again, what does this have to do with Oscar? Well, if Ethereum does continue to bleed and it gets another 2 or 3 red candles in a row, then Oscar might also get another 2 or 3 red candles in a row. But in general, it's already had a nice pullback. So it's just one of those things where if you believe in Oscar, you have to look at it from a long-term perspective. Do you believe that at the end of this bull run, Oscar is going to be higher than a $2.3 million market cap? If the answer to that is yes, then just look at it from a technical analysis standpoint. Now, what's also interesting though is because Ethereum is pulling back a little bit, you can see that Bitcoin dominance has climbed again. In my last video, Bitcoin dominance was down to 61.8%. Now it's back up to 62.7%. Now this is usually what happens though, because a lot of people run to Bitcoin or stablecoins for safety. But in order for us to truly get an altcoin season, we want to see this number continue dropping. I know a lot of people are starting to get excited about Ethereum again. I certainly am myself. But you have to understand that as well as Ethereum has performed, it's still down significantly from its all-time high. It's down 49.5%. It's almost down 50% from its all-time high. If you look at Bitcoin right now, you can see that Bitcoin is only down 5.7% from its all-time high. Ethereum still has a lot of ground to gain on Bitcoin. And naturally, if Ethereum can continue to move up, then it's going to carry a lot of its ecosystem up with it. And that includes a project like Oscar, which is also an ERC20. But that's about it for the update today. If you guys haven't listened to the podcast, then I recommend doing that. I think you guys will find it pretty fascinating. And also, if you guys are interested in Oscar and joining a like-minded community, then I also recommend taking a look at my Discord. We've been making huge gains in here this entire bull run. Even over the last 2 weeks, we've nailed 2 different 100x projects. And over the course of the Discord, we've nailed 6 different 200x projects. So if this is the kind of community that you'd like to be a part of, you can find the link right here on my YouTube homepage. I'd love to have you guys in here. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments whether or not you guys believe in Oscar long term. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.